This man was going to escape right in front of the prison guards. Although the saw made a huge noise, he still was not afraid of being discovered by the guards, because the inmate next to him was having a party. They were singing just to cover the sound of the saw. As the man sawed the floor faster and faster, the inmates sang louder and louder. Just as the warden entered the cell for inspection, the man had just finished sawing a hole in the floor. Then an inmate took out a treasured magazine and pulled the warden to admire it together. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Luca immediately slipped into the freshly sawed hole in the floor. Meanwhile, another inmate deliberately ran into the yard, then climbed the 2-meter-high wire fence pretending to escape, with the purpose of drawing away the guards. This created a greater chance for Luca to escape. Hearing the noise, the warden immediately reacted and ordered his men to take the dogs and capture them. At this moment, Luca, to mask his scent, had already been running 10 kilometers through the sewer. Although he was exhausted, he still did not slow his running pace. Then Luca followed a steel cable away from the railroad, jumping back and forth over the ranch fence. He wanted to use this method to trap the pursuing dogs. Then he returned to the railroad, and to further mask his scent, he jumped into the nearby river, then swam back to shore, continuing to run toward the freedom he longed for. And his nearly insane actions exhausted the pursuing dogs. The inmates, seeing this, all thought Luca had succeeded. Unexpectedly, he was caught and brought back the next day. As the price for escaping, the guards put the heaviest shackles on him. They thought this would prevent Luca from escaping again. However, what they didn't know was that Luca had already planned his second escape. That day, while working outside, Luca asked the guards to let him go to the bathroom. Although the guards agreed to his request, to prevent Luca from escaping, they required him to keep shaking a nearby small tree. Once the branches stopped shaking, the guards would fire a warning shot at him. However, soon the branches stopped moving. At that moment, the guards finally realized something was wrong. When they came to the tree, Luca was already gone. All that was left was a rope dozens of meters long.